Now we move to the third one. And the third one is actually the most important. Now, the use of ID name and class name as selector. There are two things here, ID and class name. All right, ID name and class name. Now, what is ID name and class name? ID and class name is actually a custom name given to any element. Okay, I repeat again. ID and class name is actually a custom name that you can give to any element. When we said custom, by default, for example, okay, let's say in my case, okay, all these are paragraph. Kalau kita ikut elements name, all these are P. So 1 until 10, all of them are P. But if I want to apply different style, let's say for paragraph 1 different, paragraph 2 different, paragraph 3 different, okay? So I cannot declare the style ataupun I cannot declare the selector as P, because P meaning that all the 10 paragraph will affected. Instead, okay, this is where I can give each and every of this paragraph, okay, a custom name. Kalau kita beli kucing lah contohnya, okay, siapa yang dekat sini yang panggil kucing dia tu kucing? Betul-betul dia panggil kucing. Maknanya dia ada 10 ekor kucing tapi semuanya dia panggil kucing, kucing. Kucing main makan, kucing jangan panjat tu. Okay. Normally kita akan bagi nama, right? Okay, so the same goes with name. We don't call all of these paragraphs. Instead, okay, we can give a custom name, okay, to each of them. But there are two types of custom name. One is ID name, the other one is class name. So now what's the difference between ID and class name? Now, ID name is a unique name. Okay, ID name is a unique name and therefore cannot be shared with other elements, meaning that we cannot use the same ID name twice. You cannot use the same ID name for paragraph 1 and then use again the same ID name for paragraph 2. Okay, because ID name is a unique name, okay, it can only be used once. ID name acts similar like our IC numbers. Okay, how many of you sharing the same IC numbers? Or how many of you sharing the same student ID numbers? Each IC or ID numbers are unique, right? So ID name can only be used once. Now, class name on the other hand, all right, class name on the other hand, okay, is not unique. Class name can be shared by more than one element, right? Let's say if you want to apply the style to 2 paragraphs, so you can name both paragraphs with the same name. So class name ni very similar like our class name. Katakanlah class name kita ST2. Okay, so even though, okay, there are 30 students in ST2, each student have their own unique student ID numbers, but 30 students, okay, with unique ID numbers can share the same class name, which is ST2, right? So itu dia, ID and class name. Now, let me show you how to use ID and class name. First of all, this is our web page, all right? I will show you how to apply ID name first. Now, I'm going to name, okay, paragraph 1 and paragraph 2 with different ID name. So it is very simple. Just open the notepad. Okay, this is paragraph 1. All right. So in the opening tag P, add an attribute called ID. As simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. To add ID name, just add an attribute ID in the opening tag of the paragraph. So here I put ID, and then you can name whatever name you like because it is a custom name. Okay, provided that for ID name it must be unique. So I'm going to name my ID name as ID dash para 1, meaning that ID paragraph 1. All right, so I copy this ID name and I'm going to apply it to the second paragraph. Put a space. Remember, when you want to add an attribute, put a space. Now, please do not use the same name again for ID name. So I'm going to change it to ID para 2. meaning that, okay, this will apply to paragraph 2. Okay, so that's it, guys. Okay, how to name your, okay, or how to give, okay, an element ID name. So I'm going to save this here. Save this first, and now going back, okay, to the CSS. In the CSS, I will apply the style. When you use ID name, the selector must be begin with hashtag. All right. So I'm going to apply hashtag, okay, and then followed by the name that I created just now, ID dash para01. Then opening, closing curly bracket, and the style I will apply color. Okay, so here will be blue, for example. Statement apa between property and value, but most importantly, we put semicolon. Okay. Can you see here, guys? ID. This is how we write the selector for ID name. Okay, I will copy this. And now I change to ID para 02. And I will change the color now, okay, into green. There you go. Right? We now, the selector is now changed to ID name. Right? So I'm going to save it. And again, open back the browser. This is the page and refresh. There you go. Now you can see that, okay, paragraph 1, okay, with ID name, different ID name, a unique ID name, and paragraph 2 with unique ID name, okay, we can apply different color, okay, to both paragraph. Okay, so that is how you use ID name. All right. Now, how about class name? Okay, let's say, okay, in the next case, okay, I want to apply the same style to paragraph 3, 4, and 5. I want to color these 3 paragraphs with red, right? So what I need to do is, again, open the HTML file, okay? Open the HTML file, and then go to the paragraph. So this is it, paragraph 3. So add an attribute class, because we want to apply class name. Remember, we are using class name because we want to share similar style. That's why we name it, okay, with the same class name. So in this case, okay, I will name it as class dash para. Simple name, class dash para. Okay, so this is how you add class name, okay, to your element. I copy this. Since I'm going to apply the same style to paragraph 4, so I copy and paste it, okay, to paragraph 4 in the opening tag of the paragraph, and also paragraph 5. Opening tag of the P. Okay, so I apply class, okay, class name, class para. File, save the HTML first, and then open back the CSS. So now I'm going to enter. I copy saja yang ini. Now, when you type, when you use class name as selector, remember it must be started with dot. Okay, so dot, ingat. Hashtag for ID name and dot, okay, or full stop for class name. So dot, my name is class para, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to change the color to red. All right, like this. So save it, and now when we refresh, okay, paragraph 3, 4, 5 with a class name class para is now sharing the same style. Okay, sharing the same style. So that is how you use, okay, the difference between ID name and class name. Remember, if you want to apply the style to only one element, use ID name. But if you want to apply the style to more than one element, then use class name. Okay, it is a custom name so that we can specifically choose which element or which part of the HTML that will be affected by the style.